Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. May we settle down a bit? May we please rise for the national anthem. Thank you very much. You may be seated. Dr. Johannes Kavachab, Governor of the Bank of Namibia, Your Worship Shireen Kok, Mayor of Marintal, CEO of Marintal, Mr. Paul Giwelepo, Honorable members of the Hardap Regional Council, Deputy Commissioner T.D. Hamukoto, local business leaders, distinguished guests, teachers and learners of the various schools present, members of the media, the viewers watching online, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. What a truly special day this is. Not just for the Bank of Namibia, but for all of us here in Marintal, in the heart of the Hardap region. It fills me with immense pride to stand before you today as we mark a milestone moment in our nation's journey, the issuance of Namibia's upgraded banknotes and new coinage series. But even more meaningful than what we are issuing today is where we are doing it. Marintal is a town of strength, grit, and deep roots. From irrigation-fed farmlands to the spirit of its people, this town knows what it means to build, to grow, and to rise, steadily and proudly. My name is Suzette Apollos, and I serve as the Acting Principal Communications at the Bank of Namibia. But today, I speak also as one of you, a proud former learner of Daniober and also Marintal High School, standing here on the very soil that first taught me to dream. And speaking of dreams, allow me to shine a light on one that came full circle today. Among us sits a man who once ran barefoot through these streets, driven not by privilege, but by possibility. He is a son of this town, a product of this region, and today he returns as the governor of the Bank of Namibia. And ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't understand that, he is the man that signs on your money that you buy with every day. Dr. Johannes Kavachab is living proof that your starting point does not define your destiny. To every young learner here today, if you've ever wondered whether greatness can grow in a place like this, just look around you. And so, as we begin this historic celebration, we do so with pride, with joy, and with deep gratitude to the people of Marintal for allowing us to make your town the stage of national significance. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move forward with the program, let's take a moment to reflect, to see how we arrived here at this point where we are issuing the upgraded banknotes and coins and set the tone for what lies ahead. So please turn your attention to the screens for our launch highlight video.
We are standing together in a moment of celebration as we launch our upgraded banknotes and coins, a moment where we, as the Bank of Namibia, will be committing ourselves to continue serving Namibia with diligence.
Today's unveiling of our upgraded banknotes and coins is a powerful symbol of Namibians' confidence in our macroeconomic management. Since the landmark introduction of the Namibia dollar in 1993, our currency has not only expanded in scale. In 1990, we have about 200 million Namibia dollars in circulation. At the end of June this year, we had about 5 billion, with a B, in circulation. A rise matched by its sweeping transformation in form, function, and sophistication.
So therefore, change is long overdue because technological advancement has progressed, and Namibia must stay on par with the rest of the world. It is therefore essential to ensure that the banknotes and coins are designed for durability, easily recognizable, authentic, and source of our pride, particularly to help to prevent counterfeiting and maintains confidence. The notes and coins we are unveiling today are designed to meet the needs of a rapid change financial landscape.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth.
And it's now my single honor on the behalf of the Namibian people to unveil the upgraded banknotes and the new coins for Namibia.
And there you have it on the screens, ladies and gentlemen.
You can see how beautiful they are. Yeah. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
round of applause once again. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you, Honorable Marlene Mugunda. It is now my pleasure to invite the person who knows this town best. She leads with heart, with vision, and with a deep love for her community. Please welcome her worship, Shireen Kok, Mayor of Marintal, to officially welcome us to her town. Your worship.
Good morning. Klas. Goeiemorgen. Thank you for this opportunity. Dr. Johannes Kavagap, Governor of the Bank of Namibia. Dr. Epson Wankuta, Deputy Governor of the Bank of Namibia. Mrs. Leonie Dan, Deputy Governor of the Bank of Namibia. Please allow me to stand by the protocol as already established. I am deeply honored to welcome you to the Marintal. I am deeply honored to welcome you to Marintal on this day when history is made on our soil. For the very first time since the birth of our currency, the official placing of the upgraded banknotes and a new series of coins into circulation is taking place here, in our region, in Marintal. Naturally, this is more than a launch to us. It is a statement that the story of Namibia belongs to every region, every community, and every citizen within our country. Hardap has always played a historic role in the life of Namibia. As one of the earliest settlements in the south, it became a crossroad of cultures, of trade, and of resistance. It witnessed the upheavals of colonial rule when our land and our livelihoods were subjected to forces beyond our choosing. It always bore the scars of hardship, from the displacement of communities to the hardship of drought and floods. Yet the region endured, and in its endurance, we see reflected the broader Namibian story. A people determined to preserve their identity, to rebuild after adversity, and to claim their rightful place in the history. The south of Namibia stands at a pivotal moment in its economic journey. For too long, our region and our town, Marindal, has heavily relied on agriculture, but we must diversify to create new opportunities and resilience for our people. Emerging sectors such as green hydrogen, oil and gas that are being developed nationwide present exciting possibilities. These industries should not be distant prospects, but active spaces where the people of Marindal can fully participate, especially through local content initiatives that ensure skills development, jobs and business opportunities remain within our community. We cannot afford to be mere bystanders watching from the sidelines. We must engage boldly and shape this future together so that the economic growth in the south benefits all of us. Back to our event of the day, to our youth. I say, when you hold these coins and banknotes in your hands, see them in your future. They are invitations to participate in the economy, to dream, to innovate, and to contribute to this great nation. To the elders here, your wisdom and sacrifices are woven in our currency's design. From our founding heroes to the everyday labors of our people, We honor you by continuing your legacy of unity and hard work. And to everyone in our community, we belong to this currency. Its value is our value. Whenever you handle these new notes and coins, remember that they bear not only the name Namibia, but also the spirit of Hardap. In closing, I stand here proud as your mayor. I thank the Bank of Namibia for choosing Marindal, for those launch and for recognizing the vital role our region plays in Namibia's progress. Let these new banknotes and coins be a source of pride for all of us. Thank you, and I welcome you once again.
Thank you for that official and warm welcome, Your Worship. We now turn to a moment that brings us closer to the heartbeat of this school and this community. I would like to call upon the Danube Cultural Group. They will be displaying a vibrant expression of identity, heritage, and tradition, celebrating the roots that ground us and that ground the South and the culture that connect us. This will then be followed by the school choir. Through song, they remind us of the power of unity, harmony, and homegrown talent. So please, can those two groups make it to the stage? Thank you.
Good morning, distinguished and invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor for us as a cultural group to stand before you on this historic occasion of the official issuance of Namibia's new banknotes. Our presentation today is a celebration of our nation's strength in diversity. Namibia is home to many proud cultural groups, each with its own unique traditions, attire, and heritage. Just as our new banknotes carry the symbols of unity and national pride, our traditional attire carries the stories and values of our people. Each learner will represent one of Namibia's cultural groups. They will greet you in their mother tongue, introduce themselves, and explain the significance of the attire they are wearing today.
Moro mwapenduka nawa enaranje awami mekere ama musukona muherero. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As I already introduced myself, my name is Mekere Ngwasena, a proud heroic young girl. What do we call a hero dressed in hero language? Ohoroko, which is this one. Ohorokova symbolizes womanhood and wealth, often worn with oshikava, which is this. Headdress, which is shaped like a cow horn. Cow horn represent the importance of our cattle. The style was adopted by the hero woman from the Victorian dress, brought by the German colonized in the late 19th centuries. The horokova is more than just a dress. It is a culture symbol proudly worn by hero ladies during traditional ceremonies and festivals. I thank you.
I'm Christine Ngamsapedu. I am Somalta Kanazas, a proud young Tamara, and today I stand before you. And to introduce. Today I stand before you to present my culture wear, headscarf. We call it a crepe. Women wear a headscarf that is tied in different styles to indicate various origin and can also be used for practical purposes like carrying water bottles. Dresses, we say a horokwes. Women wear dresses that are often inspired by Victorian styles but with a slimmer, more modern silhouette. For the colors of the attire, blue, green, and white are the main colors, with the blue identifying different clans, and green and white representing peace and unity among Tamara-speaking people. Kai ayos.
Morokenu mbunge ya shiruhu apa ame Magdalena Kanyama nakshana kwamba vya kuhama kumpo yetu ya wakawako. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As I already introduced myself in my mother tongue. As you can see, this is actually a Kavango attire. This is called a chihio, and this is the rudebe. So I just want to explain in simple way the reason why we wear our traditional attire that's called chihiho and rudeba. To explain our culture identity and connect to our nature. As you can see, they are actually beads. The reason is beads are actually important for women as they represent a connection to nature and display. It's also important to us because this helps us maintain our rich costume. This attire is only worn at events such as festivals and a traditional wedding. Black isn't allowed because black represents someone's death or a funeral. And as a lady, it's a must to have the traditional attire and to apply a special ointment that's called rukuru. So I thank you.
Goeiemôre almal. Ek is Caitlin Philander. I am here to represent the colored community. You're probably wondering, why do coloureds not have a traditional attire? Well, here's why. The colored community, especially in South Africa, were born out of a mixture of different cultures. Here are some of the cultures we originated from. Africans who were enslaved, European settlers, the pastors, etc. This gave us a shared identity, the coloureds, but not one culture. Unlike other groups who passed down clothes, colored people inherited pieces of different races. In slavery and colonial times, our ancestors were often stripped of their cultural marks, languages, dresses, and tradition. This was to make them, so to say, fit in. This caused us not to hold on to a single recognizable attire like all the other groups. But that does not mean we have no culture. Our culture shows itself in our way of speaking, our food, music, family values, and our braveness. The way we cook a pot of biryani, the way we gather for a braai, the way we speak with a unique rhythm and humor. So when I say that we don't have a traditional attire, it's not a weakness. It's a reflection of our unique history. And as I'm standing here in front of you today, I'm wearing a jean and a shirt. And I'm proud to say that I am a colored and would not trade my race for any other.
Mutositwa ngivatuka ufera kina kimera lilungwe kachono nivatakuvulera kwa mananisizo samaka privien Good day to all my fellow learners, teachers, HODs, guests, and the principal. My name is Kimera Lilungwe, and today I want to talk about the Caprivian Zambezi culture and attire. As Caprivians wear an attire called musisi, and this is the dress, as you can see, I'm wearing today. On weddings, Caprivians wear long, elegant dresses while avoiding short skirts or black, as this represents death, and it's also another way of showing disrespect to the couple that is getting married. Its unique features is the shifted top layer of the two-skirted outfit, which holds a voluminous shape, often resembling a peacock's tail. Caprivian women wear headpieces to express their cultural identity, symbolizes wealth and honor, ancestral traditions. The headpiece is a significant element of our traditional dress, marking an important life event like womanhood, and serving as a powerful symbol of resistance and empowerment against colonial trauma. And especially pregnant women always wear the musisi as it blesses the unborn baby in the womb. And as I conclude my speech, I would like to take a chance to thank all of you for listening. I thank you.
Tuna akurunu nuno nukwetu edina yanjonga Monica ndeshiningwa ndapandora na njara ipinge ondine vurono ngonandano ondaza ko kathituko ngai ku kwambi ngai mwene onkwambi ko meme nonkoro ngadiko tate ndenena ngakakadona ko kakwambi. As I have already introduced myself in my mother tongue, I am Monica Ipinge, and I am here to tell you more about my culture, which is Oshiwambo, and where I am going to tell you more about our clothing. As a proud Oshiwambo speaking person, you will have to wear a traditional skirt called oderera, as the one I'm wearing here. The oderera is a symbol of our cultural identity, tradition, and pride. The oderera is to be worn at significant cultural events such as weddings, puberty rituals, and other traditional events. The oderera is not to be worn at formal religious occasions such as baptisms and confirmations, unless the fabric is designed into a different dress called ohema ye nuro. In the Oshiwambo culture, the beads we wear around our necks are known as onyoka in the Oshiwambo language, which are made from mussel shells. They are a sign of wealth, femininity, and social status. The onyoka can be worn during family occasions, welcoming of a new baby, and other celebratory events. Onyoka is not to be worn at funerals or clubs. Our Oshiwambo clothing signifies our pride and happiness to be a Oshiwambo-speaking person and to carry on our tradition and customs to the future generation. I would like to thank the Almighty for waking us all up healthy and strong today. I would also like to thank you all for coming and listening to what I have to say. I would also like to thank my beautiful teacher for choosing me so I can be able to explain to you more about our cultural clothing. Lastly, I would like to thank myself for gathering all the courage to stand before you.
Thank you, Monica, and thank you to all my lovely ladies. As you have seen and heard, each traditional attire reflects not only beauty, but also identity, values, and pride. Together, they remind us that although we are many cultures, we are one Namibia, united in diversity. We thank you for giving us the opportunity to share this glimpse of our heritage on such a remarkable national occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can we give them one more round of applause, please? Thank you to the cultural group for displaying diversity and reminding us that we belong to a wonderful and beautiful melting pot of different cultures, and that our strength lies in our diversity in Namibia. And to the choir, thank you to the choir. How beautifully befitting it was to sing Money, Money, Money. Thank you. You have beautiful voices. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor to introduce a leader whose journey embodies the very spirit of today's occasion, Dr. Johannes Kavachap, Governor of the Bank of Namibia. Dr. Kavachap was appointed as the Governor of the Bank of Namibia in 2020, and he currently serves as both the Chief Executive and the Chairperson of the Bank of Namibia's board. With the decades of experience in financial and business sectors, his leadership brings together deep expertise and a strong national vision. Before joining the bank, he held senior roles in the private sector, most notably as the Chief Executive of Old Mutual Africa and later co-founder of EOS Capital, helping build local investment capacity right here in Namibia. He is a man of continuous learning. He holds several advanced degrees from the most prestigious tertiary institutions in the world, including a Master of Business Leadership, a Master of Arts from the UK, and most recently, he was awarded a Doctor of Philosophy in Economics from the University of Cape Town, with a focus on regional monetary integration in Southern Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, that is no easy feat. This is possibly one of the most difficult fields that you can study and have a PhD in. So congratulations to Dr. Kavachap for attaining that qualification. Ladies and gentlemen, since taking up the role of governor, he has led the Bank of Namibia through extraordinary global challenges, while keeping Namibia's financial system stable, modern, and inclusive. His leadership is marked by a commitment of innovation, national development, and building a financial future that works for all Namibians. From the dusty streets of Marintal to the highest office in our central bank, his story is a powerful reminder of what is possible with vision, discipline, and unwavering belief. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the Governor of the Bank of Namibia, Dr. Johannes Kavachap.
Thank you so much. You may be seated. Director of Ceremonies, thank you very much. You've been very generous. Mr. Epson Wanguta, Deputy Governor of the Bank of Namibia. Ms. Leonie Dunn, Deputy Governor of the Bank of Namibia. Members of the Hardap Regional Council, Your Worship Cherin Kok, Mayor of Marintal, honorable members of the Council, police regional commissioners, local business leaders, distinguished guests, teachers and learners of the various schools present, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The Director of Ceremonies has been very kind. Thank you very much for the kind introduction. In its simplest form, the Bank of Namibia's responsibility is really about three things. It's price stability, financial stability, and the prosperity of Namibia. Our toolkit is all about achieving these three objectives of price stability, financial stability, and working towards prosperity for our country. And in this, money plays a very important role. So what I want to do in the next 10 minutes is talk about three things. I want to talk about money, I want to talk about trust, and I want to talk about payments, because that's what it's all about today. Most of us use money every day without giving it much thought. We hand it over at market stalls, tuck it into school bags, pay at the tuck shop at schools, save it in jars, keep it in our wallets or in banks. We expect it to be there, to work, to be trusted, and to hold its value. But behind this everyday confidence in money lies an important question. Who ensures that our money is safe, that it is real, that it will be still worth something tomorrow? That responsibility falls to the Bank of Namibia, the central bank of our country. You see, trust in money is not automatic. It must be earned, protected, and renewed, especially in times of change. And that is precisely why we are here today. Before we speak about the upgraded banknotes and the new coinage series, let us take a moment to understand the deeper role of the Bank of Namibia. The Bank of Namibia is not a commercial bank. It's a central bank of the country. We do not open accounts or give out loans to individuals or to businesses. We are Namibia's central bank, the institution entrusted with protecting the integrity of Namibia's money and ensuring that our financial system serves all citizens. Let me break it down in simple terms that we understand, especially for our young learners here today and for every Namibian that's listening in the room or online. The Bank of Namibia is responsible for the design, issuance, and safeguarding of Namibia's currency. One of the reasons we are here today is to introduce a new generation of banknotes and coins, to place them directly into the hands of users in our country. We work to keep prices stable because saving is only meaningful if your 100 Namibia dollar today still buys you the same number of things tomorrow. Imagine a scenario. If you go to the ATM to get money and there's no money in the ATM, or think about you have got, how much does a loaf of bread cost today? 15 Namibian dollars, 16 Namibian dollars? 18? 18 Namibian dollars. Think about it, today 18 and in December is 20, in March next year is 22, April 2025. The value of the currency then depreciates. It's losing its value. Our job is to make sure that the increase in prices is not running out of hand. So that if you pay $18 this year, at least next year it's not 20, 25. In some countries, the loaf of bread, because of hyperinflation and inflation they have got, it's in the morning $18, it's in the afternoon 20, and in the evening $30. That's what happens when you get inflation, and it could be higher than those numbers. So our job is to control the increase in prices. In a very simple term, the clever people call it price stability, or to control inflation. For us to understand that is, we need to make sure that the currency holds its value, that what you pay today, you can at least pay for that tomorrow as well. In this regard, the central bank is charged with making sure that prices remain stable within the economy so that we protect the value of the Namibia dollar in your pockets, in your wallets. We do so by managing inflation, the rate at which prices rise, to make sure the cost of goods and services do not rise too quickly, to preserve the purchasing power of the money and the purchasing power of our citizens. We supervise commercial banks to ensure they operate safely, that they follow the rules and treat customers fairly. Just think about a scenario. If you go to one of your commercial banks in town, you put money aside and save every month, and you go there and the bank has become insolvent or the bank went out of business. What's going to happen to your savings? It's our job to make sure that the banking system remains sound and it remains stable, so that your savings, your hard-earned savings at the end of the month, you put money aside as a nest egg for your children's studies one day, to pay for medical bills. When you go to the bank and ask for that money is available. It looks automatic at this stage, but there are banks that are going bust in Namibia and other countries as well. So the role of the central bank is to make sure it does not happen. We also oversee the national payment system so that when you transact at an ATM or swipe with your card at any point of sale device, or when you electronically transfer money, that you can do so efficiently and securely. We just go Blue Wallet, e-wallet, or what's the other wallet? Easy Wallet. We run with those things and it just happens. But behind that, what is happening is a lot of work that your central bank, Bank of Namibia, is doing for you, that those things happen, that we regard as automatic. Just like you have a personal bank account where you deposit and withdraw money, the central bank also manages the bank account for government of Namibia so that the government can pay salaries to the people it employs. All the policemen, all the teachers, all the nurses, they need to get paid. So we, as a central bank, holds that account for the government so that the government can pay to the police, to the teachers, to the nurses, and also pay for any other expenses that they may have had, like medicines for hospital, clinics, school materials, textbooks. We are the banker for the government, not for individuals. We don't give loans to individuals. Many people are still thinking the Bank of Namibia must really look at micro-lending rates. It's not the responsibility of the Bank of Namibia. We don't give micro-loans to individuals. We don't also control that interest rate that you pay if you go to a cash loan. Finally, the Bank of Namibia supports the overall health of the economy, making sure it is not only growing, but growing in a way that includes everyone through the advice we provide to government as a fiscal advisor. So we are also the fiscal advisor to government. So why are we here today in Marintal? We are here to do more than officially releasing the upgraded currency in circulation to attain its legal tender status. We are here to build understanding. We are here to engage, to listen, because money does not live in vaults. It lives in people's hands. It lives in every transaction. And for money to serve its purpose, it must be trusted by those who use it every day. Ladies and gentlemen, this upgraded banknotes and currency forms part of a journey that began in 23rd of July 2025 under the leadership of Her Excellency President Dr. Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, who launched the currency for us. That launch, you've seen this morning, signaled a renewed era of trust innovation, and national pride in the currency we call our own. Every mark, every color, every coinage has been designed with care. Because even the smallest coin must carry the full weight of trust. Currency for us is more than paper or metal. It's a contract between a nation and the people. And there are some people in this room that really work so hard for us to get this currency. I would like to call them just to the fore to introduce to you. They work so hard for us on the design, on the production, to get them in. So Sanchia, can I call you and your team to the fore so that I just introduce you? Because you work so hard. Modi, come. Is there anyone from currency as well? Only the two of you. Come, please come. That's the entire team. So here you see Sensia, Madame Sensia Rukata. She is the Director of Currency and Banking Operations at the Bank of Namibia. She really makes sure that when we need to design, we need to produce, the currency-related issues are managed by her at the Bank of Namibia. Let's give her a round of applause. And next to her, we have got a Deputy Director who is also in charge of our branch in Oshakadi, Modi. Welcome to the South, Modi. And the rest of the team you'll see later when they interact with you. That's also a team from Sensia. Sensia, you want to introduce them or not?
So that's the team that is responsible. The four of the colleagues, Ronald, Elise, Esther, and Erin, are all responsible for safeguarding and protecting the currency in the vault, and also to make sure that it is safely in the hands of Namibia. So they will be here until tomorrow, and then they will cover the whole south up to Aranos to educate the public. Thank you, Governor.
Thank you very much. You may be seated. So we need to educate the public about the features of this new note so that it's a legal tender, so that everybody knows the security features. When the Bank of Namibia first issued the Namibia dollar in 1993, it was an act of sovereignty, a way of saying we are charting our own course in Namibia. Today, as we unveil the third series of banknotes and the first fully modernized coins since 1993, we built on that foundation, not only with symbols, but with systems designed for the realities of our economy. Let me highlight what sets these banknotes and coins apart. First, the notes and coins incorporate advanced security features, the most sophisticated we have ever used. These include latent images, microtext, color-shifting elements, and tactile features that make it extremely difficult to counterfeit. For example, by simply tilting the new $5 coin, you will see the image change if you tilt that. A subtle but powerful defense against fraud placed directly in the hands of every citizen. Second, we have taken steps to ensure our currency is environmentally responsible. The two low banknotes, the 10 Namibia dollar and the $20, are printed on a durable hybrid substrate, a smart blend of materials that not only extends the lifespan of each note, but also reduces the need for frequent reprinting. This means less waste, lower environmental impact, and a more sustainable way to manage our national currency. Third, and there's a prize going to be, I hope you're going to listen. I said first, second, third. I'm pretty sure Master of Ceremony is going to ask the school learners a question. There's going to be a prize to be won. I'm not so sure about that. I hope you listen. Third, if you didn't, at least listen from here onwards. Third, we have improved accessibility, particularly for Namibians who are visually impaired. Special raised markings and tactile patterns of the notes help users to identify denominations per touch alone. Because in a truly inclusive economy, no one should be excluded from something as basic and essential as knowing what money they hold, And finally, the design itself is intentional. These notes and coins reflect Namibia's culture, Namibia's identity, and Namibia's resilience. From the visual motifs to the featured landmarks and natural elements, every design choice tells a story of who we are, where we come from, and the values that unite us. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes people ask, is cash still important in a digital world? The numbers give us a clear answer. From the year 2020 to today, the amount of cash circulating in our economy has grown from 4.7 billion Namibian dollar to 5.6 billion Namibian dollar. That means people are still using money in their hands, not just on their phones or cards. The 10 Namibia dollar note in a student's pocket, the 20 Namibia dollar handed to a taxi driver, or the coins a grandparent uses at the corner shop, they still matter. Indeed, cash is alive, active and essential, especially for informal businesses that deal in small daily transactions, rural communities where internet access is limited or unavailable, and households where every cent must stretch and count. But while cash remains vital, we must also face a reality. The world of money is changing. More and more people are using digital payments. Phones are becoming wallets. ATMs are giving way to apps. But with this shift come new challenges: cybercrime, data theft, and fraud are rising. The sophistication of fraud in Namibia has become deeply alarming. Scammers are now creating fake pictures and even fake videos with computer technology to look and sound like real people. These are called deep fakes. They can make it seem as if a trusted leader or a public figure like myself is speaking, when in fact it is a lie. With the rapid spread of and easy access to advanced technology, such deepfakes and other scams are likely to continue increasing unless we act decisively. I don't know whether you have seen that. There was deepfake circulating in April this year of me, the governor of the bank, promising people big returns. And it sounds like me. And people start believing and invest in that. It's not true. So if you see any investment being promised by the governor or the governors of the Bank of Namibia, offering people enormous returns, just ignore them. It's not true. Some people are still falling for those scams. Please don't believe in deep fakes, even if they sound like we can never have a situation where your money that you are saving is tripling in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It's impossible. And some people still believe those. And I want to caution all Namibians to be alert to these deep fakes. Even if they sound like me, using my pictures, I can't offer investment returns like those. The world is not as easy like the deep fakes amazing it up. At the central bank, we are intensifying our efforts to educate Namibians on how to safely use digital payment tools and online platforms. Our goal is to empower everyone with the knowledge and vigilance needed to protect themselves and prevent becoming victims of these evolving threats. Some people are even promised, let me use your account to transfer $500. After I've transferred that, I can give you 200 or 300. I don't have a bank account. And people are falling for that. Please don't share your banking details of people you don't know. Why do we trust people we don't know? We also take financial advice from people we don't know. They are telling you, you have won so much money, give me your banking details. We easily give them our banking details. We go on retirement, on pension, and a lot of hard-earned pension money after 35, 40 years. Someone is promising you enormous returns. You give your money or banking details to those people, people you don't know. The other day I heard about someone who was even, a little dog was advertised on social media. This person wanted to buy a little puppy for her child. The puppy was advertised for 4,000 Namibia dollars. The person paid a deposit of 2,000, and when she was looking for the puppy to pay the rest, the post was deleted, the people disappeared. So don't pay for things you don't receive. So there are scammers that are out there to make our life difficult. So at the bank, we are really doing everything we can to help our people not to be scammed. If you are ever in doubt, please call the Bank of Namibia, or please call one of your commercial banks if you are offered an investment opportunity that the bank is supposedly promoting. As we look to the future, there are three pillars that must continue to guide the Bank of Namibia, and indeed the broader financial system that serves you and our people. That's resilience, stability, and trust. Resilience means that our money must function under all conditions, not just when times are good or when technology is working perfectly, but especially it must function when they are not. When the power goes out, when the network fails, when there is no smartphone signal or smartphone at all, Namibians must still be able to make a payment, to buy bread, to settle a fare, or to support a loved one. A resilient monetary system is one that keeps working even when everything else does not. Cash does that. And our digital systems must aspire to do the same. For this reason, we are launching at the Bank of Namibia something called the Instant Payment System. This platform will allow people to send and receive money in real time, 24 hours a day, using just a mobile phone. Even without a traditional bank account, you will be able to pay school fees, to transfer money to a family member, or settle a bill instantly, affordably, and safely. Let's look at the instant payment video quickly.
In Namibia, the spirit of resilience and community thrives, but many of our citizens in rural and informal sectors and areas face significant barriers to financial services, relying heavily on cash with limited access to banking. Every transaction means hours of travel when you live in remote areas.
Without easy access to the bank, every day I'm taking risk to keep cash in my pocket.
We've heard you. The Instant Payment Project is our commitment to turning these challenges into opportunities.
What Namibia has done well with broad financial inclusion at 78%, people in rural and informal Namibia are still struggling to access basic, affordable, and essential financial services. This means that our informal actors, taxi drivers, community sellers, petrol attendants, farm workers, and other small and medium-sized businesses must go to great lengths, travel long distances, incur high transport costs, and pay more to access financial services. This demoralizes these groups from interacting with the formal financial system and ultimately hampers economic growth. The Bank of Namibia is therefore stepping up with a new plan to introduce an instant payment solution to be specifically designed to address these challenges and more.
As a project team on the ground, we are excited to be co-creating the instant payment solution together with industry.
This new system will allow instant transactions across all of Namibia, affordable, fast and secure, reducing the need for travel and high fees. Imagine buying supplies or receiving payments on your phone, withdrawing cash from any ATM, anytime without the wait.
An instant payment system like this is a game changer.
With the launch of the instant payment solution, we lay the foundation for a more inclusive economy. The solution will also empower fintechs, startups, and innovators to reimagine possibilities within our market and our financial system.
As an industry representative, we heed the call of the Bank of Namibia to ensure that the instant payment project is successful.
Together we are launching a new way of payment, serving every Namibian using any mobile phone, whether offline or online, and whether you are in a city or in rural Namibia. It is money everywhere, anywhere, every day, and anytime.
The instant payment solution is a beacon of financial empowerment, bridging the divide of those in rural areas and the informal economy, ushering in a transformative era of inclusive prosperity through affordable and sustainable digital payments.
Imagine a Namibia where the heartbeat of progress is in the palm of your hand. The Instant Payment Project is the future we are building. Together we are weaving a fabric of financial inclusivity that covers every corner of our nation. It's a revolution, a revolutionary way in how we transact, connect, and thrive.
And that future will be rolled out in the first half of 2026. You'll see that, and it's going to change the financial payment landscape in the country significantly. So after resilience, the next important element is stability. This means protecting the value of our currency day in and day out, year after year. It means guarding against inflation, that it does not erode your purchasing power. It means ensuring that your 100 Namibia dollar today will still carry some meaning tomorrow. Lastly, we need to safeguard trust. The quiet assurance that what you hold in your hand, whether it be cash or digital, is real, recognized, and holds value. And that's why even in this age of rapid digital transformation, cash remains the foundation of our financial system. It's not just a legacy, it's a lifeline. It's the most inclusive, most resilient, and the most trusted form of money we have right now. Many people are asking, how do I think about cash and digital payments? And it's not that digital payments is going to replace cash. Digital payments is complementing cash. So it's complementarity that we have got here. I told you that cash in circulation in Namibia currently is 5.6 billion. Digital payments at the end of 2024, the transactions were valued about 2.7 trillion Namibian dollars. Not billion, 2.7 trillion Namibian dollars. Those are digital payments versus cash in circulation of 5.7. So these two are complementing rather than replacing each other. So we need to understand that's what we are trying to do in Namibia. Today marks more than the realizing the upgraded currency in circulation. It is a signal of progress in modern Namibia. These upgraded banknotes and new coins are not just about design or security. They represent a financial system that is evolving, one built to serve all Namibians fairly, reliably, and with purpose. To the young people, your presence here today is proof that you are seen, that you belong, and that your voice matters in shaping Namibia's future. Trust in money is not earned through words, but through action, through systems that work and institutions that deliver. That is our duty at the Bank of Namibia, to ensure money works for you everywhere you live, however you earn, and whatever the future brings. Ladies and gentlemen, this new currency is not just a tool of transaction, it is a statement of intent. Let it remind us all that Namibia is ready, capable, and are moving forward together. With this, I hereby officially place the upgraded banknotes and the new coinage series into circulation for use as legal tender. I thank you.
Thank you, Governor, for those insightful and inspiring remarks. So learners, did you listen very well to what the Governor said? Aha. We'll find each other outside. There's a table there outside with great prizes up for grabs. We will be quizzing you on some of these aspects that the Governor touched on. Governor was very, very patient and informative, so I hope you listened well. So as I look into this audience, I'm reminded that we're truly in the heartland of the Nama people. Audience, you look very beautiful in your Nama traditional dresses, in keeping with the theme of today, where the school learners also displayed the various cultures. So I just wanted to make that acknowledgement. Now, the moment of visual delight. We have talked about the note, so now let us see the banknotes and the coins and the rationale of the design motifs on them. So please turn your attention to the screen.
Namibia is a nation built on resilience, shaped by heritage and driven by a vision for inclusive growth. Our currency is more than a tool of trade. It symbolizes our sovereignty, values, and national pride. For the first time in 3 decades, Namibia's second generation of coinage has been reimagined to enhance security and functionality and to tell a richer story of who we are and what drives our economy. The coinage has been engineered with advanced security features to protect the integrity of our currency. Micro-lettering, ultra-fine inscriptions that are invisible to the naked eye, but impossible to replicate without advanced technology. Latent images, visual elements reveal new details when viewed from different angles. Edge variations, reated, plain, and patterned edges help visually impaired users distinguish coins by touch. Bimetal composition, 2 metal high denominations improve durability and deter counterfeiting. The coins have been resized for efficiency, smaller, lighter, and aligned with international standards, reducing production costs while preserving functionality. The new coin series introduces a new 20-cent coin, making transactions smoother and more efficient. The new coins have been designed with sustainability in mind. Reduced size and weight and optimized metal composition significantly reduce environmental impact, demonstrating Namibia's commitment to sustainability. Less material, less energy, and less waste. Each coin honors a key economic sector, honoring the industries that power our economy and shape our national identity. Mining. Mining is the cornerstone of our exports and a driver of national revenue. Retail. Retail breathes life into our communities, creating jobs, enabling trade, and connecting people to opportunity. Tourism. Tourism showcases our national beauty and cultural richness to the world. Renewable energy.
Renewable energy paves the way to a sustainable future, driving industrialization and building resilience. Agriculture. Agriculture feeds our nation and sustains rural livelihoods. This is a coinage series that works harder, lasts longer, and tells a deeper story. It is secure, sustainable, inclusive, and proudly Namibian. And now we turn the page to the next chapter in our currency's evolution. The upgraded third generation of Namibia dollar banknotes. Namibia's story is one of pride and purpose. A nation forged in the crucible fight for independence and nationhood, shaped by heritage and united by resilience. Guided by these values, Namibia's upgraded banknote series represents a bold yet thoughtful evolution, honoring the past while embracing the future. The upgraded banknotes embrace innovation, at the same time pay tribute to two iconic figures we know and revere: the founding father, His Excellency Dr. Semsha Fishuna Nujoma, and Captain Hendrik Witbooi. On the reverse of the notes, we see images of the iconic Namibian wildlife that proudly represents our nation, a celebration of our national heritage. A key innovation in this series is the introduction of a high-tech composite substrate for the 10 and 20 Namibia dollar banknotes that blends the strength of polymer with the trusted feel of paper. This upgrade boosts durability, enhances security, and supports advanced features such as transparent and embossed windows. The upgraded banknotes have been refined with a fresh modern look, cleaner lines, richer colors, and a refined aesthetic that breathes new life into the Namibian currency we know and trust. Beneath this new design lies strength and innovation. Each banknote is enhanced with advanced security and accessibility features, including color-shifting inks, tactile marks for the visually impaired, and cutting-edge anti-counterfeit technology. Stronger, smarter, and ready to meet the demands of tomorrow. Our currency, our heritage, our pride. Meet the next generation of the Namibia dollar.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The upgraded banknotes and new coins. Ladies and gentlemen, every moment like this is made possible by the dedication of many across institutions, regions, and communities. To offer our vote of thanks on behalf of the Bank of Namibia, please help me welcome a leader who continues to uphold the values of excellence and service within our institution, Deputy Governor of the Bank of Namibia, Mr. Epson Uwanguta.
Thank you, the Director of Ceremony, Dr. Johannes Gabachap, the Governor of the Bank of Namibia, and the son of this very town where we are gathered here, together with Madame Gabachap. Ms. Leone Dan, the Deputy Governor of the Bank, the leadership of the Hardap Regional Council, Her Worship, the Mayor Shereen Kok, honorable members of the Hardap Regional Council, the Police Deputy Regional Commander, together with your team, the CEO of the Marindal town, who is present here, the local business leaders, all the distinguished guests, who are present at this occasion, and the principal and the teachers and the learners of the three schools here in Marindal, the Danny Jubert Combined School, the Eberlein School, and the Marindal High. Members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. Goeiemiddag aan almal. As we draw to the closer of this significant occasion, allow me on behalf of the Bank of Namibia and all our partners to express our sincere gratitude to every individual and institution who made today possible. This is more than a launch. It is a national moment. And today, that moment belongs not to a boardroom or to any other distant city, but to the people of Marindal. This event is part of the deeper commitment to decentralize progress, to bring the work of national institutions closer to the people it serves, and to build trust not only through policy, but through presence. Let me begin by acknowledging the considered support of our host, Her Worship Shireen Kok, the Mayor of Marindal. Thank you very much. The leadership of the Regional Council, the Office of the Governor, thank you very much for your collaboration and the leadership that were instrumental in bringing this vision to life. We also express our appreciation to the Office of the Regional Governor, the Office of the Mayor, and the Namibian Police, whose professionalism and coordination ensured a seamless and secure event. To the leadership of Danny Jubert Combined School, thank you so much for so generously availing this venue for us. And to the teachers and the learners of Daniel Jubert, Eberlein, and Marindal High School, your presence added depth and meaning to today's launch and issuance. Indeed, this event was also for you as the youth, because you are not just the next generation. You are not just a statistics be counted for the next generation. You are the emerging custodians of our economy, our institutions, and our currency. You are being brought along, not as spectators, but as active stakeholders in the financial system that we are building today. And that is what inclusion truly means. It is not just about banking services and payment platforms. It is about ensuring that no Namibian is left out or left behind, whether in a rural settlement or in urban center, young or old, whether dealing in coins or using a phone. By launching this new currency here in Marindal, not in capital city Windhoek, but in a regional heartland, we affirm that economic dignity is not reserved for the few. It belongs to all of us, to our local business communities and civil society partners. Thank you for your enduring presence and contribution. You are vital to the everyday functioning of our economy, and your support reinforces the unity needed to make progress inclusive and lasting in our economy. Our currency is not just merely a means of payment. It is a symbol of our pride as a nation, our sovereignty, and our national identity. It is our handshake with the world, our silent ambassador, and the face of our republic in every transaction. Each note and coin tells a story of who we are, what we value, and the future that we are all building together. Yet, we have seen a troubling rise in a careless handling and deliberate mutilation of our banknotes. This is not just disrespectful, it is also illegal. We should treat our currency as a national symbol, like our national flag, like our coat of arms, and even like our anthem. Whomever is found to be mutilating and defacing our currency should know that they are contravening the law. And you should just tell them and remind them that that should not be done, because this is the pride of our nation. Defacing and mutilating banknote is not only a criminal offense, but also harms the quality and the usability of your beautiful currency. Because this is the money that you carry every day in your pocket and you use it for the transaction. Now, when notes and coins are damaged, they become unfit for circulation, forcing the central bank to spend additional public funds to replace them. So the more you preserve, the better it will be for us to save on the public funds. This cost divert resources that could otherwise be invested in vital social programs and in developmental projects in our regions. Protecting the integrity of the Namibian dollar is therefore essential, not just for maintaining confidence in our money, but also for ensuring scarce public funds that are used widely and effectively to the benefit for all Namibians. On the issue of counterfeiting, I was just listening over the radio that there has been counterfeit found in Keetmans as well. That is the act of creating fake money to deceive others. And I'm happy to report that we are only observing isolated cases of counterfeiting in our market. If you go to other parts of the world, counterfeiting is quite widespread. But in Namibia, counterfeiting is quite well contained, although you could see some isolated cases of counterfeiting. According to the Bank of Namibia Act of 2020, anyone found guilty of counterfeiting faces a fine up to 100,000 or imprisonment up to 5 years, or both of them at the same time. Encouragingly, recent figures show that cases of banknote counterfeiting have reduced overall, yet the problem has not yet disappeared entirely. In 2024, 75 counterfeit banknotes were detected, down from 84 that were detected in 2023. So this serves as a serious reminder of the importance of vigilance when we are transacting and when we are also scrutinizing our banknotes. I am pleased to see our law enforcement partners, the Namibian police, in our midst today, a strong indication of their ongoing commitment to support our fight against currency criminals. Thank you very much. But beyond enforcement, their presence also highlights the critical role of public education. Together, we are dedicated to teaching Namibians how to recognize the security features of our genuine banknotes and spot counterfeits. Our team will be going from one town to another and region to region for this public education. By empowering everyone with this knowledge, knowing how to look closely, the tilt for color changes, and feel for race prints, we can protect our currency integrity and stop counterfeiters from defrauding unsuspecting citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, how we treat our currency is how we honor our nation. Let us protect it, let us respect it, and carry it with the same dignity as we do our flag. Because in the value of our currency, the world sees the value of our nation. In closing, Marintal, you did more than a host of this national event today. You made history. And we are deeply humbled by your hospitality and partnership. As we close, let us live here with more than new notes and coins. Let us live with a stronger sense of purpose that the nation's currency is not just managed by central bank, but upheld by its people and citizens. By how we earn, how we spend, how we save, and how we look out for one another. With this, I thank you very much.
Thank you, DG Uanguta, for those impactful few words. I would now like to call to the stage the Governor of the Bank of Namibia. I would like to call Ms. Sensha Rukata. I would like to call the Mayor. And I would like to call the principals of the various schools present here today. We would just like to hand over a token of appreciation for being here today. So please.
This is for
The worship and the mayor. It's the new coins, notes and coins. Ronald.
Why did you get a mic?
Okay, skip now.
Essentially, you can talk from here.
Yes, just a token of appreciation. So, Ronald.
This is our token of appreciation to the people of Marienthal as represented by the mayor of the town. So we hand this over with all humility because we are putting it for the first time into circulation to your worship. It's for you and the people of Marienthal. This is what? Thank you. Okay. That is for?
That is now the principal of Danny Hubert.
Principal of Danny Hubert. Thank you for being such a good host.
Governor, also for the principal.
Oh, this is also, wow, for Danny Hubert. This is a great one.
And this is for the two principals.
I'm going to take a pic. Are we good?
Yes, we are good.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Satya. Now we are going to the markets to place the money in circulation.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of the official part of our program. On behalf of the Bank of Namibia, once again, thank you for being part of this remarkable historic occasion, one that honors not only the future of our currency, but the heart of the community that helped bring us here, and that is yourselves. The Governor, along with our invited dignitaries, will now proceed to the school tuck shop, where he will make the first official purchase using the newly issued currency. This is a simple, symbolic act that brings today's milestone directly into the hands of the community. So learners, kindly wait until the dignitaries have exited, and then I will give you further instructions. So thank you, dankie, ke eyos, and may today's story live far beyond this room, carried forward by every young dreamer who dares to believe. I thank you.